Well, hello and welcome to ALDERSHOT FC for Gordon's against Reading Bluecoat for what is going to be, well, a wet and wild evening, but a fun one nonetheless. Gordon's, well, their under-14s already been out against Woking High School here in the magnificent setting that is this National League stadium. They went down 4-1. Can the under-18s do something about that, or will Reading Bluecoat be the side to come out on top? All to be revealed over the course of the next 60 minutes. We're playing 30-minute halves here, in part due to that deluge that's come down. I think they're a little concerned about the state of the pitch. So I'll just quickly go through the teams for you. Riley Hebditch in goal for Gordon's, Alex Perry, Sam Whitehead, James Kleinstuber, Braden Kerr, Dylan Campbell, Harry Stanley, Corey Coleman, Ollie Heslop, Tyler Butler and Will Francis complete your starting 11. And on the bench, Cohen Jameson, Freddie Fenton, Finley Bowler, Will Moss, Harry Mayhew and Lewis Anthony. Reading Bluecoat have Smart in goal with Gaines, Davies, Daly, Knowles, Agar, Melhewish, Lockhead, Day, Head, Nassim all lining up along with Guest, Isbell and Lee. And the referee today will be Paz Moriali. Capacity crowd here of just over 7,000. We're a little short of that tonight, but still some very enthusiastic supporters packed into this near stand on what is a horrible night. Reading Bluecoat in the yellow get us kicked off. Gordon's in the green playing from left to right. And already you can see on your screens just how wet and wild it is out there. Very handy, actually, that Riley Hebditch in the Gordon's goal has got those fluorescent gloves on. They could be handy as Gordon's pump it forward. Tidied up by Reading Bluecoat, but one back straight away by Gordon's. Look to spread the play across here to the right-hand side. Ball just skids along in a puddle there. Tidy work by Gordon's. Sam Whitehead calm under pressure there. That centre back. Sense. Incisive through ball there from Reading Bluecoat, crossed in from the left-hand side, gathered in those fluorescent gloves by Hebditch. He just takes its time. I think it might be a night where we see a little more of the long ball than we may ordinarily expect. Pump it forward again. Tidy ball out to that right-hand side. Bit of a foot race to get there, and Reading Bluecoat get there first and are fouled. And an early opportunity here to get the ball into the box. Reading Bluecoat, you're already looking dangerous down those flanks. Well, my mistake. I thought it was a free kick, but looks like it was a throw-in. Gordon's send it long up towards Nassim. Couldn't quite control that one. Sent long again by Smart. Up to the left-hand side. Smart gets it back again from Nassim. Apologies, it's Tyler Butler that's up front in 11 for Gordon's. The early signs are that Reading Bluecoat really want to get it into these wide channels if they possibly can. There's a bit of space here in the midfield. We move into it, looking again to just find some space on that left-hand side. It's not forthcoming. Send it back towards Gaines. See the water coming off the surface here. It is Really quite treacherous out there. Side tackle from Gordons. We're going to see a few of those this evening. Good physical work from Nassim to win the ball back for Reading Bluecoat, and then he's fouled by Corey Coleman. Free kick, Reading Bluecoat. These two sides have already met this season. Back in January, a 1-1 draw. This time last year, it was a 1-0 win for Reading Bluecoat, so we're expecting something pretty even here tonight. Gordon's get that one back, and already starting to see two distinct styles here. Gordon's looking to move it forward early. Reading Bluecoat just trying to play with a little more possession and patience. It's already been a tremendously successful season for Reading Bluecoat. They won the Central Independent Schools League, winning 5 of their 7 games to top the league ahead of Radley College by a point. And they're actually on a 6-game winning streak across all competitions heading into this one, before a defeat to Radley College last weekend. But that game aside, they should be a side that's absolutely bubbling with confidence. And they're expressing that early on here. Another chance, they move it towards Nassim on that left-hand side. Just couldn't quite get the ball under his control. Gordon straight forward. That's brilliant work from Alex Perry. And they move it up quickly to Tyler Butler. Butler cuts inside on the right-hand side, looks to play the ball through for Ollie Heslop, but he can't quite win the foot race to get there. One back again, though, by Gordons. First real attacking chance of the game, but it's gathered by Reading Bluecoat, and they move it forward to Nassim. They've been looking to get the ball to his feet as often as possible, and he's going to have a little go here. Gets into the box, big tackle comes in. Sam Whitehead. No nonsense tackling for the big centre half there. It was a good ball forward to Nassim. He just fancied, he wanted to have a go here. Beats the first defender, but Whitehead comes in with a big challenge and a bold challenge inside his own penalty area. As again, Gaines tries to drive forward. Under a bit of pressure in possession at the back there, but tidied up by Whitehead and across to Perry, who can't quite control that one. I've said it already, but it is absolutely teeming down here at the EBB Stadium. Formerly the Riverside, of course, now known as the EBB Stadium at the Recreation Ground. Formerly known as the Recreation Ground, sorry. I've got rivers on the mind because it's so wet out there. Throw in Reading Bluecoat, cleared by Gordons. A little half a chance here. Tyler Butler just can't quite bring that one under control. So Gaines onto Daly, moves it wide to Davis. Neat and tidy work from Reading Bluecoat. It's when they get the ball on this left-hand side that things start to open up, but that pass is misplaced, and there may be a bit of space here. One back by Gaines. And now Nassim, the danger man early on, has another go at the defence. That one's dealt with by Alex Perry. But Nassim is really looking like a threat down that left-hand side. Chance for Gordon's here though. Will Francis powering through. Tackle comes in. A good opening there on the counter-attack for Gordon's. Again, they look to Nassim. Will that ball skid away in the rain? No, it may just hold up. No, it just goes away. But every time Reading Bluecoat have possession, they're looking to Nassim. Alex Perry knows he's got his hands full tonight. He's dealt with it well so far, but Nassim looks like a boy who's going to be running and running and running down that left-hand channel. Whitehead sends this one out to Braden Kerr, controls it nicely. Misplaces his pass though, but Whitehead again comes powering through, and like Franz Beckenbauer, he's just surging from defence into attack here. First chance here for Gordon's. Can't quite get the shot away as it's blocked. A real opening there for Gordon's though. All the work of Sam Whitehead, the centre-back, saved them at one end a few minutes ago, and showing that he is an incredibly powerful runner with the ball at his feet. Surging forwards there. Back in his more familiar position now. And just plays this one long. It's going to run away for a goal kick. Not a night to be in goal, I suspect. Rather wet and rather cold. Bluecoat running a little dangerously over on that far side. It's been a tidy start here from Reading Bluecoat overall. Plenty of promise, no opening just yet, but certainly the signs of that form took them to the top of the league this year. Just those signs that Gordon's on the counter-attack, maybe able to offer something in response. This Gordon's side. No bad side either. Reached the County Cup final. That was played on Friday. 3-2 defeat, heartbreaker against Harris City Academy, but a sure sign of the quality that Gordon's offer. And on that County Cup run, they beat their nemesis, Hampton. They hosted a tournament right at the start of the season, and Hampton beat them in the final of that 2-0. And then a few months later, knocked them out in the 5th round of the ESFA Schools Trophy. That one 4-1. But in the semi-finals of the County Cup, in an absolute epic, Gordon's came through, finally beating Hampton at the 3rd attempt, 7-6. Absolutely mad game, that one. Hoisted into the box. That one's just going to roll away and be tidied up by Smart, who'll take it over for a goal kick. Bluecoat happy to receive the ball under pressure here. It's a nice touch. Lockhead, the midfield out to Nassim. Bluecoat looking pretty tidy and comfortable in possession. Happy to knock it around, wait for that opening. Bringing across now from left to right. See the water flying off that drain pipe. Gordon's trying to do their best to put Reading Bluecoat under pressure, but as we say, they just look so comfortable when they get the ball at their feet, and now they've got a bit of a chance to pounce. Ball's played through, not quite on the same wavelength. Hebditch thumps it long, and there could be an opportunity at the other end as Smart has to come out and get rid of that one. Perry just knocks that one back to Hebditch. Well, a chance at either end there. Half a chance at either end anyway. Gordon's now just trying to play this down the left-hand side. Run safely out for a throw into Reading Bluecoat. Keep an eye out for the Reading Bluecoat number 7, Christian Melhuish. Bit of an athlete. Very keen gymnast, and also key member of their first 15 rugby team as well. He's jack of all trades and actually a bit of a master of a fair few of them as well. Almost an opening there for Reading Bluecoat. Braden Kerr was through if the ball could find him. Just blocked. Whitehead, what can he do? We've seen the quality he has from centre-back, and he's found a good ball out there to the left-hand side, but Reading Bluecoat get the tackles in. Just looks so composed on the ball, Whitehead. Nassim can't quite bring that one under control, runs out. Whitehead back to Hebditch. Hebditch across to Kleinstuber. Kleinstuber takes a lesson out of Whitehead's book and tries to bring that one up the field of play, but can't get the ball into Tyler Butler's feet. And in Bluecoat flooding the numbers forward. That ball runs through to Hebditch. We've seen a fair bit of possession at his feet, the Gordon's goalkeeper. Nudged on, perhaps an opportunity here. Braden Kerr tidied up again by Reading Bluecoat. Every half an opening that Gordons have had. The guest side here have managed to find a way to tidy up. That's good running from Lee. Lee, apologies, I think that was Lockhead actually bursting through there in the midfield. Whitehead bringing the ball out again, and this time once more looking to Braden Kerr on the right hand side. It's knocked away by Gaines, but that ball out to Braden Kerr is one they've started to look for a couple more times as this half has developed of Gordon's. Hebditch again looking out to Kerr. Kerr plays this one across towards Butler. Not back out by Bluecoat. So Perry tries again to find Butler, and Butler becoming more and more influential. Early substitution from Reading Bluecoat. Confirm who's come on in just a second. Looks as though it might be Isbell who's gone up front. Gaines at left back. Seen a lot of the ball as the left back. There it is, onto the new man, and it is Belt. Butler with possession again, tries a little trick, but doesn't quite come off. So into the feet of Nassim. Seen a little few of the signs of what he can do, but this time he just knocks it off to Lockhead. Gaines again into Lockhead. Lockhead plays it wide. There's a tidy little ball that. And there's some space here on the right-hand side for Reading Bluecoat to play into. And an early chance here for Isbell if he could have just brought that one under control. Unfortunate there for the recent introduction. It looks as though Lewis Anthony is going to come on for Gordon's. Lewis Anthony trotting on into defence. I think he's going to slot in at right back for Alex Perry. A busy part of the field in the opening 18-19 minutes for the Gordon's defence, that right back slot. Tackle comes in again. They've been quick to go to ground, but they've been successful every time so far. That ball's just going to beat Butler into touch, and Gaines will have the throw in. Close up, it looks as though Gaines has got some sort of headband on. I thought he had a blonde streak in his hair early on. Lockhead controls that one nicely. Sprays it out to the right-hand side. Looking over the top for Butler. Butler's just going to try and put some pressure on Smart and goal. Smart gets there quickly though, and Whitehead clears the long ball, but into the feet of Isbell, who's got a few touches since he came on already. Buzzing around. Here's Isbell. Bit of space here on the right for Gordon's. And Butler evades that first challenge. Ball gets stuck under his feet though. Tidied away by Reading Bluecoat. Smart, how quickly did he come out there to snuffle out that Butler chance? Incredibly tempting to say it was smart work, but I'll spare you all that one. So here, just foul in the midfield there. Gaines finding a bit of space here, moving forward. Pass into Lockhead. Tries to feed Nassim. Lewis Anthony, who's got a fair bit of support here in the stands, as Lewis Anthony. Clearly a bit of a crowd favourite. Agar to throw in. Campbell caught in possession there. Bluecoat surged forward. Just couldn't quite feed that pass through, so Heslop now has a look. It's well cut out by Reading Bluecoat, but still they managed to get the ball towards Butler. Butler. Braden Kerr, rather. I do apologise. Anthony has his pass blocked, but Gordon's will have the throw in, and another substitution. This time on comes Finley Bowler. Coming off from the far side there, I think, is Dylan Campbell. Finley Bowler enters the fray. Anthony launches it forward. Finds Butler. just skips off the foot. Ditch. And Anthony just exchanging passes. Anthony now moving forward. And a chance here to shoot. Could be the opening. Not quite. First shot on target though. It's Anthony that knocked the ball inside. Half cleared by Reading Bluecoat. And Ollie Heslop with the shot. Smart moved across to his right. Encouraging signs though here for Gordon's Surrey School. Anthony has seen a lot of the ball since he came on 67 minutes ago. Braden Kerr with a chance to cross it in. Excellent shot defending from Reading Bluecoat, but it's going to be an opening goal, and it's Gordon's. Well, we said that they were getting more and more into this game. Braden Kerr has been the threat down that right-hand side all evening. And his ball in had the defence scrambling. Anthony knocked it forward. Will Francis played Kerr in, and Kerr gets the ball into a really dangerous area. Francis gets another touch. And tapping it in, it's the new man, Finley Bowler. He's only been on the field for about 2 minutes. He looks absolutely chuffed. Super sub Finley Bowler. Whitehead in what I think we can say is customarily physical side, even after just 25 minutes of play. Just bundles the Reading Bluecoat player away. And plays a tidy ball out again to Braden Kerr, and Kerr really has its tail up here. Oh, it's a lovely dummy that from Francis, just doesn't quite roll through for Harry Mayhew, who's also come on. Both sides ringing the changes. A little under 5 minutes left to play in this first half. Remember, we're playing 30 minutes each way in an effort to try and keep this pitch playable for what is quite an important run-in for Aldershot Town. Currently sitting 5 points clear of the relegation zone in the National League, with just 6 games to go. And Yeovil, who sit in the top of that relegation zone, have got a couple of games in hand on them, so I suspect Aldershot Town want to keep this pitch in as good nick as they possibly can as Whitehead bursts forward. Gordon as well. Since the goal, they really do look like they've got a surge of confidence going through them. Reading Bluecoat won the ball back, but Gordon's, you can just see the energy that it's brought through the entire team. Butler putting pressure on in defence, paying off. Gordon's get the ball back, and now they go long towards Butler, but it's dealt with very nicely by Gaines, who's had a strong first half. As I say, that his pass goes awry to Anthony, who puts in a big challenge there, and an illegal challenge according to the referee there. As Moriali, the man with the whistle. It was a good interception from Anthony, but a slightly heavy touch. Almost got the ball first, didn't he? Anthony not afraid to put himself about here. Harry Stanley doing some neat footwork to get out of that situation. Finds Stubert. Looking to play this one out of defence, and in fact decides we'll go back to Hebditch and start again. Which is clearances done by Bluecoat. They look good when they work it through the midfield. Ked is tackled well. This one back again by Lee, who's come on. Tries to play the ball through. It's a good idea, that. Hebditch alive to it. Pink boots, pink gloves. No one's going to fail to spot him in a crowd, are they? Whitehead. Plays it forward. Get the ball out to Stanley, and Stanley finds Anthony, and Anthony just pulls back. Starts again, moves it out to Kleinstubert, but Whitehead gathers that one. Whitehead squares it to Stanley. Stanley back to Anthony. Anthony will have another little surge forward. Enjoys those runs. Butler and Gaines getting a bit close. Gaines has it again. And his belt just comes a little too strongly towards Gaines there, and gets a yellow card for his troubles. All a bit of a response to the little kerfuffle there. It might be Knowles rather than Lee that I saw come on, wearing 5 rather than 15. Tricky to pick out these white numbers against those yellow shirts from my position. Pass just goes astray, and it's collected by Corey Coleman. No. Kerr again. Kerr has a shot but doesn't quite catch it right. And that's half time. Gordons go in with the 1-0 lead. Fascinating contest. Reading Bluecoat on top in the early stages, looking really threatening in those wide channels. But that man there, Finley Bowler, came on, and within 2 minutes, he was on the score sheet to give his side a 1-0 lead at the half-time break here at Aldershot Town at the EBB Stadium. It's Gordon School 1, Reading Bluecoat 0. See the goal again here. Francis fed it to Braden Kerr, who's been so dangerous. Francis then gets the ball across again. The shot from Coleman was saved, but steaming in at the back post. Finley Bowler. It's good work from Will Francis. And Kerr had become such a nightmare down that right-hand channel as the half wore on. It was actually a good save from Smart from the initial Coleman attempt, but Finley Bowler following up at the back post. The left back. And so that left us at half time. Gordon's 1, Reading Bluecoat 0 on what is an atrocious evening here at the EBB Stadium. A fantastic occasion for both of these schools and these sets of players. Well, referee Paz Moriali is back out on the field here at the EBB Stadium. And he's followed by some very, very wet Gordon School players. In what were almost green shirts earlier, but they're so drenched they look black now. Blue coat emerge in their yellow in their second half. They'll be playing from left to right. Gordon's in those dark green shirts will be playing from right to left. And it's Gordon's who are 1-0 up after that smart bit of work on the back post by Finley Bowler. And there he is, still looking happy with himself. Why not? Why not? Forgotten the all-important ingredient that is the ball. I think the referee's just gone across to go and find that, and he has. Some tidy skills there from Mr. Moriali. Just wait for the last straggler to get out from the change rooms. Lockhead makes his way into that central midfield role. Done so well in so far today as Gordon's kick off. Whitehead, the skipper, the early possession. Ditch in goal. Get it again from Whitehead. Whitehead getting a lot of early touches now. We've seen him in this sort of position before. We've seen him go to ground before as well. This time doesn't quite come off. There's a chance here for Reading Blue Coat. Oh, what a block that is. Lewis Anthony coming across from the right fullback position. Whitehead couldn't quite get that one. It was unselfish work from Isbell, and Day thought he was in, but Anthony came flying across. Got his block in it. Cannon back again. Off day. So I think it's going to be a goal kick, but we've got a bit of a problem, which is that we lost the ball in the process of that, and I'm not sure that the replacement is being deemed up to standard. I think I've just heard someone say, yeah, it's a size 4. You might be entitled to say, why has someone brought a size 4 with them? Perhaps it's left over from the under-14 game earlier. Gordon's and Woking High School met in that under-14s game. 5:45 kickoff that one was. Woking High School won it 4-1. Here in the under-18s game, Gordon's 1-0 up. Now we've got a ball back, everyone's happy. Hebditch gets on with the goal kick and we're underway again. Klein Stubert plays it forwards. Nice ball into Corey Coleman, who has a little bit of space, tries to feed it through, and there is a little bit of space here. Tyler Butler herring after this one down the left-hand side, but the foot race is going to be won by Reading Bluecoat, but you can see just how slippy it is out there. Davies has done really well in the end just to find a way to get rid of that one. Absolutely treacherous out there. It looks as though we've got an offside in the end. No, we don't have an offside. The ball had gone out. Corner, Gordon's first corner of the game. Suspect Sam Whitehead's going to be a target in there. Cleared away initially at the near post. But it was Whitehead taking the corner. I do apologise. Goal scorer Bowler there with the throw in, gets his feet on the ball again. Klein Stubert. Nothing doing, so he sends that one back to Hebditch rather. Sends it long and Butler can't quite get there. Davis gets there first. That's one back quickly by Bowler. Switches the play to the right hand side, now cutting inside. Goes that man, Braden Kerr. Tidied up by Reading Bluecoat though, and there's a bit of space, but Anthony does well just to get that one away, and then it's feisty work. A little too feisty for the referee's liking. Tidy work from Anthony. That ball coming over the top. I think the initial tackle was okay from Freddie Fenton, another one of those players that's come on, I think, during the half-time break. That second one, we're a little bit over the top of the ball. Whitehead initially won the challenge, but then won back by Reading Bluecoat. Contest for possession is starting to hot up here. Both sides bringing the physicality. Whitehead initially wins it, but is smartly won back, and then won back again by Gordons, and then Butler with what I think is known as a forwards challenge. Big slide tackle. Finds nothing but air from Whitehead. So late he completely missed him. Anthony going to play it long, and that's not a bad idea. Tidied up by Gaines, left back. But Bluecoat going to try and play the way out here, and do so quite smartly. That's tidy work. This is where they've looked good, Reading Bluecoat, when they can get into possession and start getting their passing game going. Look to that threat on the left-hand side, Nassim. There we see him, Nassim. The danger man, as we said, and looking very dangerous. Goes down there, but cleared away by Gordons. But as we said, in those early periods of the first half, he looks like a real danger. That left flank. Ball in, cleared by Gordon, sent back in by Reading Bluecoat, but sails over the crossbar. Head there. Not really sure it was a shot. I think he was just trying to play it back into a dangerous area, but the bouncing ball made that a bit of a challenge. "30-minute halves, remember. So just a shade under 25 minutes left to go. Goal scorer, bowler. Plays that nicely under a bit of pressure, as was Hebditch. Now Anthony, he's seen a lot of the ball, the right back, since he came on. And the ball from Freddie Fenton just skips off the surface and into touch. Whitehead finding himself quite high up the pitch, the centre-back. Okay. Move this down. Day's going after it, but the ball's going to beat everybody. It looks as though Whitehead's taken up a midfield role completely in this second half. We'll keep an eye on that one. Smart goal. And guess who it is? Nassim with the finish. A goal out of nothing, really. But it just had to be Nassim. A threat all game. And when his team needed the finish, who was there but Nassim? Throw-in comes in, and it's just a second ball that finds its way to the feet of Isbell, who plays in Nassim. One touch, and then the finish. Smart work from Nassim. And we are even Stevens at 1-1, as we were back in January. Immediately following the goal, Reading Bluecoat, or Gordon's rather, I should say. Going to make a few changes. Will Moss coming on. Will Francis returning to the action. And so too Harry Stanley. Triple substitution for the host school. We'll see how they all line up. It looks as though Moss is going to slot in at centre-back. Whitehead's definitely gone into the midfield alongside Harry Stanley. And it looks as though Lewis Anthony is actually playing at centre-back alongside Will Moss. Bluecoat. Will one goal follow another? Certainly a bit of an opening here. Strong tackle, Will Moss be on the field for a matter of seconds, but it's bounced back the way of Reading Bluecoat. Ball back into the box. Tidied away by Anthony, who's had to do that a couple of times. It was neat work from Lockhead. And Melhuish managed to get a foot in and win that ball back. been tackled initially. And nearly an opening for a second for Reading Bluecoat. Agar with the tackle there. Thumping tackle from Lockhead. Referee not too happy with it though, and he's going to pull out the yellow card. Lockhead and Whitehead are all smiles about it though. Won the ball cleanly, but just a touch too aggressively for the referee's liking. As Anthony launches that one forward, it's quite a dangerous one, but Bluecoat head gets to it. Goal scorer Nassim. Oh, it sort of passes that one off the field. Stanley caught in possession, but it's going to bounce the way of Moss, and then Moss is caught by Isbell. Tidies that one up, and ball bounces away from him, but it's cleared away and off the field by Reading Bluecoat. Ditch to Moss. Bowler. Smart pass from Whitehead to Stanley. Pass intercepted though, and Nassim has a chance, but Anthony coming across on the far side. Benton moving forward with the ball. Lockhead, he's done a lot of that, just tidying up those loose balls in the midfield. Benton back in possession for Gordons. Gaines comes away with it for Bluecoat. Gaines looks to move it forward, but just can't be brought under control, and Moss will have to try and play this one out, but now it's one back again. Either side able to string too many passes together just in this phase. Lockhead going to try and bring a bit of control, but can't do it just there. Benton just pumps that one the sideline. Game in the balance completely as we move towards 15 minutes left to play. Rain has slightly subsided in that it's still hammering down, just not as much. Definitely a day to be watching on TV rather than out in the open. Stanley, it's that one cut out by Nassim, and Nassim going to send that one all the way back to Smart. And then sends it all the way back. Whitehead gets a foot on it. Cross now. That one's fell to the feet of Day. Day's ball back inside, laid off. Melhuish moves it across to Nassim. Can he create something? Nassim's going to have a shot, but it's gathered by Hebditch. Game is so finely in the balance, and both sides will feel they've got a real opportunity here, and forward they go now for Reading Bluecoat with Day. Day, he's found a bit of space. Can he get the shot away? He certainly can. Just pulls it a little bit. gritty work from Day, and when he needed to find a bit of space, he did. Got a decent connection, but just couldn't quite squeeze it inside that near post. There's another substitution. Sees Ollie Heslop return to the pitch in place of Corey Coleman for Gordons. Bowler. So Whitehead didn't see Lockhead coming there, and Lockhead just couldn't quite find a supporting player ahead of him, so he's gone backwards to start things from further afield. Gets the ball back. And finds Mel Hewish. Bluecoat perhaps just energised by that Day opening. Day certainly buzzing around Lockhead. Good turn, but cleared by Anthony, who's enjoyed himself. Jameson has come on up front as well. Didn't spot that one. Whitehead to Moss. Moss to Anthony. Neat work from Anthony. Plays it off to Fenton, and then Whitehead spreads the play. Fortunately there for Will Francis, that one's slapped into a puddle and then runs away and off the field, as Alex Perry is looking as though he's going to be coming back onto the field. Meanwhile, it looks like Lee and Head are both coming on for a Reading Bluecoat. And Head gets an early touch. Both sides really flying into the tackles. Will Francis emerges with the ball down the left-hand side. Can he find a delivery? That's good covering on the far side by Reading Bluecoat. Bouncing ball in the box could be dangerous. It's bobbling around, could fall anywhere. Half away by Reading Bluecoat. And now they get a chance to clear their lines properly from the free kick. That ball could have really dropped at anyone's feet as it was bouncing around in the box there. And now Reading Bluecoat punching forward, but that ball just cut out. Whitehead sends it back towards Moss. Hebditch surveying his options. It's under a bit of pressure that time, so has to go along with it. Seen him on the ball for a few minutes. Pumped forward, but Moss not quite get his head on that one. Fortunately, Bowler was there to tidy up. Real physicality in the midfield in this second half. Nassim beats the first man. Can he find a ball? Bowler, it's an awkward one for him to have to deal with, but finds a way and then comes in with that second challenge. But it was offside in the end. Not that Bowler knew that, though. Had to react smartly and did. Gaines up to Nassim. 10 minutes left. Can the wizard on the left wing create something for his side? Loose ball. Race is won by Reading Bluecoat. Give possession straight back to Gordons. It's a bit loose here. Whitehead just knocks that one long and says to Jameson, Go after that one. And just as well he did, because forced Reading Bluecoat to just knock that one off the field. Perhaps a position here from which Gordons might be able to find a way to get the ball in the box. Fenton launches it into the box. Big throw from the man wearing 7. Bouncing around in the box, but it's cleared out. Still under pressure though, Reading Bluecoat. Real pressure from Fenton, and Fenton's won the ball back. Way to get the ball in there. Getting close, but cleared by Bluecoat. Only as far as Bowler though. Knocks it to Hebditch. Hebditch feeds it to the right-hand side, and Perry. Perry's ball cut out, but falls back towards Whitehead. Whitehead just sensibly knocks it wide to Bowler, and now Bowler receives the 1-2 from Will Francis and earns his side the free kick as he's pulled back. And a chance here. Seven and a half minutes to go, and a free kick in a really dangerous area. Whitehead's got the ball under his arm. There's a tidy 1-2. And Bowler just cut inside nicely. Both players launching into the tackles. Full-blooded there. Will Whitehead feed this one in, or will he go for goal? Both options available. Whitehead goes for goal. Drifts wide. We can see the space he was aiming for. Got it up and over the wall, but couldn't bring it down in time. Moss intercepts, tidy from Whitehead and Francis. Francis back to Whitehead. Whitehead caught in possession though, and a chance here for Reading Bluecoat to counter. Pass just doesn't quite stick, and Francis tidies up. Crucial intervention that was on there for Reading Bluecoat. Just wonder if there are any tweaks either side can make in these closing stages to break the deadlock. Hebditch positioned himself well there, but that ball is loose, and Nassim with a chance. Can't steer it home, but there was an opening there. Heart and mouth time for Gordons. Hebditch. Figure of calm in the aftermath. Gaines knocks it forward. Bluecoat not afraid to send numbers up. Nassim fighting and harrying, but losing the ball ultimately. Stanley putting himself about in midfield. Whitehead can't quite find a teammate with that one. Chance here for Reading Bluecoat. Can they slip it through? There's an opening here. Lockhead. Oh, around the keeper. Oh, Lockhead. Calmness personified. He's been the heartbeat in the midfield for this Reading Bluecoat team, and when they need it the most, he steps up. It was loose possession in midfield and just 2 straight passes. Malhewish with the assist, and Lockhead, oh, look at that for a finish. Round the keeper. And a simple tap in afterwards. It was just 2 dead straight balls from Reading Bluecoat, who've come from a goal down to lead 2-1. And there's only 4 minutes left to play here at the EBB Stadium. How about that from Lockhead? Such calmness, such composure, and what is a huge game for both of these teams. Challenge here then for Gordons. Can they win possession back and create something? They've not had a lot of chances, but they've had plenty of threatening situations. Can they engineer one in these final few minutes? Lockhead and Whitehead's battle in the midfield has been good as the two come together there. The referee, well, he's fiddling about with his pocket there. Lockhead's already got a yellow card, I think. It's a referee. Well, he's booked him. And it is a second yellow for Lockhead. Well, he scored a goal a minute ago, but a second yellow card. A big challenge in the midfield. Well, the tackles have been flying in all game. Nothing malicious in that, just mistimed. Oh, Lockhead, well, that's a 2 minutes to remember. Goal scorer 1 minute. And a second yellow card the next, and Gordons have a bit of a lifeline here. Can they create something in this final couple of minutes with the extra player? Fenton sends it forward, bouncing ball. It's going to be a difficult one for the keeper to deal with, and it's bundled in. But it's offside. It's offside. Gordons. So close to the most dramatic equaliser. It was Fenton that played it in, and in these conditions, that ball, as soon as it hit the deck, you knew it was going to be a difficult one. And they found a way to bundle it in, but they just drifted offside. Fenton's ball, and it was knocked in by Anthony, who came sliding in. It was a vicious ball from Fenton, skidding off the surface there, impossible to deal with. And Anthony, who's been that committed all game, was as committed there as anyone. He knocked the ball in, and in fact, it looks as though Anthony has moved from centre-back to going up front, so I think that gives you an indication of the tactics that Gordons are going to go for in this final few minutes. We try and see there, who was it that was offside? Difficult to say. I wonder if perhaps it's not in fact been given as offside, if maybe it's been given as a free kick for the challenge on the keeper. We'll see if we can find out for you. In the meantime, Gordons definitely got their tails up after that, looking for that equaliser, but not a lot of time left to try and find it. Seconds are ticking away. Fenton tries to knock that one long. Big challenge comes in from Nassim, who'd come across on the left wing to help try and preserve his side's lead there. Fenton with the acrobatic attempt at a clearance. It looks as though they've got the free kick, so Hebditch and Nassim getting in a bit of a tangle. Nassim gets a yellow for delaying the free kick. And it's a yellow for Hebditch as well, I think. But I don't think Red and Bluecoat will be too concerned about that. A useful delaying tactic as the ball gets launched in and the shot comes through from Kerr, but it sails over, and that's the final action of the game. Well, what a dramatic final 5 minutes of that game it was. Reading Bluecoat come from behind to take the victory. dramatic final few moments. A goal from Lockhead, who was then sent off mere moments later. Gordon's then had a goal disallowed. And Reading Bluecoat cling on for victory. Nassim and Lockhead, the goal scorers. But the story of this match will all boil down to that final 5 minutes on what has been a wonderful occasion here at the EB Stadium, home of Aldershot Town. Both sides gave as good as they got. And receiving a warm applause from the crowd as they make their way off the field, and plenty of friendly interactions between the two sets of players as well. A fantastic tussle between two top quality sides. But my goodness me. What a finish. Real buzz around the ground at the drama that's unfolded here. As we see the goals again. Back in the first half that Gordon scored the opener. Kurt playing the dangerous ball in. Came back across. Coleman had the shot. Initially saved by Smart, but steaming in at the back post was Bowler. Gordon's went into the break 1-0 up. Not too long after the break, Reading Bluecoat equalised almost out of nothing, really. The ball from Isbell, winning that second ball, and just a calm, composed finish from Nassim, who was one of the real standout players on the field this evening. And then the winning goal, it was two very straight passes. Mel Hewish just threading that one through, and Lockhead found himself surging through, rounded the keeper, knocked the ball in for the winning goal. And he really was the heartbeat of the side. Time and time again, it was him that was tidying up the loose possession, him that was putting in the challenges to earn possession back for his side, and him that was charging through to score the winning goal. And so it all finishes up. It's a heartbreaker for Gordon's, that late disallowed goal. But it's glory for Reading Bluecoat coming from behind. The final score here at the EBB Stadium. Gordon's 1, Reading Bluecoat 2. Reading Bluecoat going home with smiles on their faces. Thank you very much for joining us here on Next Gen 15. Tune in this Saturday when we're back at Rugby School and back in Rugby Union, where we will be at the Under-14s Warwickshire Festival that Rugby School are hosting, part of the bicentenary celebrations. But here in the football at the EBB Stadium, it's all finished up. Reading Bluecoat taking the victory 2-1 against Gordon's.